Joyce Fassel, Editor-in-Chief of Pro Food World, with the inaugural edition of our In the News update. Interest in sustainability shows no sign of stopping. General Mills now has 70,000 acres enrolled in the company's regenerative agriculture pilots, with a commitment to advance regenerative agriculture on 1 million acres by the year 2030. General Mills also reduced greenhouse gas emissions by 16% compared to 2010 and is committed to reduce it by 30% by 2030 and then to attain net zero by 2050. Smithfield Foods will conduct a comprehensive watershed and water use analysis to increase efficiencies and ensure sustainable sourcing and practices. The company will also adopt internationally recognized water stewardship standards by 2025. This initiative builds on efforts Smithfield has undertaken over the last decade to reduce water use across its farms and production facilities. In other news, several new food plants are planned or have recently opened. Swift Prepared Foods, part of the JBS family, selected Columbia, Missouri for its new Italian meats and charcuterie production facility. The $200 million greenfield facility will feature cutting-edge manufacturing, automated product handling via robotics, and automated guided vehicles. The 325,000 square foot plant, designed and built by Stellar, is expected to be completed by the end of 2022. Tyson Foods opened a new poultry complex in Humboldt, Tennessee. The $425 million project includes a processing plant, feed mill, and hatchery. The plant is expected to employ more than 1,500 people by 2023 and will produce prepackaged trays of fresh chicken for retail stores. Beyond Meat opened a new manufacturing facility near Shanghai. As its first end-to-end manufacturing plant outside the U.S., the facility will produce plant-based pork, beef, and poultry products, including Beyond Pork, its first product created specifically for the Chinese market. The announcement comes 1 year after the company first entered mainland China through a partnership with Starbucks China.
I'm Melissa Griffin, contributing editor at Pro Food World magazine, and today on our Take 5 video, I'm discussing consumer trends in restaurant attendance, which has shifted since the start of the pandemic. A survey by LendingTree says that food insecurity is still prevalent among Americans despite the increase in restaurant attendance and seeming return to normalcy. In the survey, food insecurity is described as the lack of reliable access to food, which, according to January 2021 U.S. Census Bureau data, affects 11.3% of Americans. Large percentages of individuals who were laid off and or whose employers went out of business, were temporarily closed, or experienced a reduction in business due to the pandemic, as well as individuals who were caring for someone with coronavirus symptoms or were sick themselves, are still strongly affected by food insecurity. While 1 in 10 Americans are struggling to get enough food, the same Census Bureau data was compared to data from April 2020, which showed a 13.9% increase across all demographics for American monthly food spending. A further breakdown of this data shows that spending on restaurants, takeout, and other food spending away from home has experienced a 23.1% increase, while spending on food at home has only increased by 10.7%. Delivery, curbside pickup, and takeout are methods that kept restaurants in business throughout 2020, and now restaurant dine-in is regaining its footing, though these contactless services are not expected to go away anytime soon. Consumers also expect enhanced cleaning procedures and safety protocols to stay in place. A Future Insights article further points out that the culinary ambitions that skyrocketed at the beginning of the pandemic have now burned out and been replaced by affordability and convenience. If food is made at home, it consists of simple meals, which are not as labor-intensive and time-consuming to make. New recipes and cooking techniques have taken a backseat to canned and frozen foods, pasta, and rice. For more information, check out the story at the URL on screen.